enter. Rodigan start sound killing adventure. Him a dance all of this girl.
Back from Jamaica. What a trip.
Yo, Rodigan.
No mercy. Good day if you don't watch.
Music good for you. David Rodigan, do it like no other can.
RC, these are the things I see right in front of me.
As I open my eyes, oh, I give thanks to life.
Giving thanks. Jamaica was amazing, but it's great to be back in Blighty.
Out comes the sun, shining on my face again.
There's a target. And big up your mom.
Grades get me high so I can meditate. Oh, dreams of brighter days. Highest grades we blaze. Dreams of brighter days. Giving thanks.
Giving thanks to
As the
life.
days goes by, giving thanks and praise.
As I puff on my window and glance through my window, I realize there's no turning back. Oh, got to complete life's journey, though things get contrary. Oh, got to make it to the top. See, I'm searching for a way to survive. Working so hard, I know job will provide. Oh, see, oh, I'm keeping my head high. Mama tell me the limit is the sky.
Dreams of brighter days. Highest grades we blaze. Dreams of brighter days. Giving thanks.
Giving thanks
As
to
the
life.
days goes by, giving thanks and praise. Big burden heavy, but still a tread on. Weary, but no watch the screw face what we have on. Real soldiers keep standing. Now give up the fight. No.
The sun will shine tomorrow. We shall see the rainbow, and I will never let go. No.
Dreams of brighter days. Highest grades we blaze. Dreams of brighter days.
Was I in key?
Giving thanks. As the days goes by, dreams of brighter days.
Only in Jamaica would you have boiled cabbage for breakfast. I'm serious, Johnny Cakes.
Dreams of brighter days.
And Jamaicans rise early in the morning. They're not lying in their bed. As that cock crows, they're up and about.
Giving thanks. As the days goes by.
Said to one chap outside the studio, I said, "What did you do last night?" He just looked at me and said, "Pray and sleep."
Shining on my face again.
Sunday evening, 7 to 9. Thanks to Robert Ranks for taking care of business last Sunday. Of course, we are still buzzing. We're still on that high. We're not getting high on our own supply, but we are still buzzing on that amazing trip to Jamaica. And when this man took the studio with the Black Soil Band at Tough Gong and did this. More from that session later on tonight. Lots of Jamaica runnings. Listeners, hey.
Something's wrong, please tell me. Something feels so strange, baby. You don't answer your phone, you don't call me. Something feels so wrong, baby. When you're laying beside me, you feel so far. Recently, I've been thinking, if I'm not mistaken, I heard you call another man's name while sleeping. Words
Pray and sleep.
say you know want me again. You tell your friends any day now our relationship will end. I never watch, sit down and I wait. They wanna see us break up, walk out, lose everything we build. I never chat. see us break up, walk out, and lose on everything we built. Now 15 years can't go in vain, and this feeling's driving me insane. Giving you everything, even my last name, wedding bells and a diamond ring. You don't say I love you anymore. Something feels so wrong, baby, and you got me feeling insecure. Love don't feel so strong lately, and words going around say you know I'm me again. You tell your friends and it ain't now. Our relationship will end, and them I watch. Say them I watch. Sit down and I wait. They wanna see us break up and walk out, lose everything we built, and them I chat. Them sit down and I wait. They wanna see us break up and walk out and lose everything we built. Seems to me seems I'm losing you. Seems to me yeah. You're coming home late lately. There is a strange scent on your dress. Look on your face says guilty, evidence of unfaithfulness. Where did we go wrong? When did this happen? Our love was so strong, and now I feel it fading. And them I watch, sit down and I wait.
Taurus.
Wanna see us break up and walk out and lose on everything.
Affairs of the heart.
And them I chat.
They want you to break up.
Sit down and I wait. They wanna see us break up and walk out and lose everything we built. Yes, them I watch. Them sit down and I wait. They wanna see us break up and walk out, lose everything we built.
Attention to detail. Examples galore during our 5 days on the rock. Not just in Tough Gong Studios, where we witnessed so many bands preparing, rehearsing, but beyond the boundaries of Tough Gong on Marcus Garvey Drive, up in rehearsal rooms around town. Taurus Riley's band, yeah, back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock for rehearsals? Indie rock bands? Amazing. And tonight, between now and 9, more from Jamaica, cutting a dub in Tell Studio. How do they cut dubs? Find out more, plus live music from Chronix and Taurus Riley with the Black Soul Band featuring Dean Fraser. An amazing set. I mean, we haven't even played all of the set yet. There's so many. 1, 2. Also, Ras Jammy and Addis Pablo, the son of Augustus. The full Pentateuch band session, which was semi-acoustic, because the bass player couldn't come because he's a school teacher. And he couldn't get off school to come to this session, which was early afternoon. But no, we'll do it without the bass players. We'll make it work, and they did. No moody wobblies. Get on with it. What else? Well, Dre Island. Now, that for me was very special. I'm a big Dre Island fan, and we were doing the interview, and he said I could do the piano. I can play the piano. Yeah, okay. And just in the course of the conversation, when did you start studying? When I was very young. What grade did you get to? Grade 8. Grade 8. Okay, let's... Hey, yes, there is a piano in the corner of Tough Gong. Would you like to sit down and have a stab? I was spellbound. You'll hear that later on. But Jabooks. A lot of the music you hear on the radio in Jamaica is boom, boom, bash, bang, wallop, hardcore, bang, bang, dancehall. You don't hear as much roots rock reggae as you used to, or in fact, as you could do, in my opinion. But here's an example of an artist whose life changed because of a TV show, which he got into the final of, and the most unlikely record, perhaps, in terms of what you would hear on Jamaican radio, and more of that in weeks to come, because a lot of criticism leveled at Jamaican radio by the industry in Jamaica, incidentally, was saying it should have a broader sweep, a broader appeal. But Against the Grain, a record goes to number 1. Jabooks. Have a listen.
BBC Radio 1 Extra in Jamaica. And a man who last year blew Jamaica apart with a song that was a real deep roots reggae song, which has gone on to become a Jamaica anthem. It went to number 1 on the Jamaican Hit Parade, and we've been playing it hard on 1 Extra. The song is Angola, Call Angola. The artist is Jabooks. Books, first of all, congratulations on the tremendous success of this record. In a country, an island, where a lot of dancehall music is played on the radio, were you surprised by the reaction of music fans who put you at number 1?
Well, yes, I was surprised because I never knew that this song would take over the universe like this, you know what I mean? So, a surprise, and I give thanks for that, you know what I mean? So, that's one of them things, they were just there going to hold a jar, you know what I mean?
Obviously, your music is rootical. It's governed and inspired by Rastafarianism. How important is your faith to you in terms of the music you make?
My faith very important, you know, because if it wasn't for Rastafari, you know, I wouldn't find this meditation. So definitely we have all our vibes in a Rasta. No say yo, yeah, hear me. This is what we want. We want people to see say yo, we are roots. It's very important and very significant too, because at least people ever look to Rasta for them rootical vibes, you know what I mean? So this is what me have to bring to the table, so I just go out and do my thing, you know what I mean?
Are you planning to come to England this year or Europe for some of the festivals?
Well, yes, you know, anytime the universe ready for me, if them ready for me over that side, yeah man, right, I will be ready for them. You know what I mean? I practice for the bigger apple, you know what I mean? So anytime Europe ready for me, man, I'm ready for them, you know? Yes, I.
And finally, in closing, what inspired you to write that song, Call Angola?
Well, it's not even what. It's Africa inspire me. You know, I'm just sitting with myself and I say, yo, you know, me need a song about Africa. You know what I mean? And this was when a little melody just chip in my head and I say, yo, yeah, hear me? You know, start that melody. There was the words, them a linger a long time. I wait for me to just find the melody, you know. So I meditate and say, yo, I want a song about Africa, and I just saw it come out, you know.
Wonderful. Jabooks on 1 Extra. Thank you.
Aile! Yeah, man. As I would say. Yeah, man, I don't know your vibes in with Jabooks same way. You see what I say? And just keep it airy, you know. Just go and take in the full vibration. You see it? As I would say. You know, so we want to send big up to all over the world, you know. UK, Africa. As I would say. All of my Canada peeps, them big up myself. All of America people, them. All of my English people, them. Straight to Africa. Oh, Angola, upon my African Angola, Pasta Shamala, Angola, me call Angola. Me burn the fire from Babylon. Me not take no chance from Babylon. Cause are you corrupt? The ghetto youth, we do no wicked act. Oh no Babylon. When me walk, I trample down Babylon. Talk and ride down Babylon. Oh no always there with your clans and plans. Don't come trapping the man. Think who no can come take Mama Africa from me again. No, no can come take Mama Africa from big again. Oh, nothing no can come take Mama Africa from big again. No, no can come take Mama Africa from big again. True religion, you abandon a Lebanon. Link yourself and a blame Afghanistan. We do no tricks and can implement a plan. Then you got the duck Saddam. We see you a draw nearer and nearer. But the Isle Mama got now go share ya. Oh, me nah get scared. We defend the square. Up a shashamal and girl who no can come take Mama Africa from big again. Who nothing who no can come take Mama Africa from big again. No, no can come take Mama Africa from big again. Oh, nothing who no can come take from Africa, from Rodigan. Them the like when we are in a deal. Them while we stay up, we pay them bill. When you think say you are safe, little cabbage. Them alone account off the milk. It's an authentic reggae beat. Let me scan up the shoes off of my feet. I get 3 people touch, 2 Bob Marley, and the little berry sound sweet. You no can come take Mama Africa from Rodigan. Oh, nothing who no can come take Mama Africa from Rodigan. No, no can come take Mama Africa from Rodigan. Oh, nothing who no can come take Mama Africa from Rodigan. So they bring him on a call and cola, call and cola. Up on Mama Africa cola, call and cola. Oh, call and cola, call and cola. Up on Shamalan cola, call and cola. Me put the fire from Babylon. Me not take the chat from Babylon. Cause are you corrupt, the ghetto youth, we do no wicked up, oh no Babylon. When me walk, I trample down Babylon. Talk and ride down Babylon. Oh no warriors, they have with your clans and plans. One come trapping the man, think who no can come. Coming at you, in full force, you know. Jabooks representing every time I see it. Aile! As I would say, you know.
Yo, Rodigan.
Run the track.
Who make you dance off your feet and who make you always sweet and who make your heart keep a beat and reggae me name, reggae me name. Yeah, you can find me at the corner shop. You're a pass, you hear me now that reggae me name, reggae me name. Switzerland over Spain me a shot. But over Germany me heart. Me say me we make you dance and rock. Me give birth to dance all reggaeton hip hop. And me was scared when them a wear felt hat. Tempo slow down and I know reggae hot. Yes I was born in Jamaican tropics. Now me conquer the world with topics, melodies, metaphors and rhymes. And section with a sweet bass line. Reggae me name, reggae me name. You can find me at the corner shop. You're a pass, you hear me now that reggae me name, reggae me name. Switzerland over Spain me a shot. But over Germany me hot. Oh, the thing me done, oh, the thing me done, oh, the thing me done, reggae just a come. Aye, oh, the thing me done, oh, the thing me done, oh, the thing me done, reggae just a come. All in a church, them a dance to reggae. Man panic cat, him a dance to reggae. Christian, ballin', and the dread. So anyway, reggae there, they so them a there. Reggae me name, reggae me name. You can find me at the corner shop. You're a pass, you hear me now that reggae me name, reggae me name. Switzerland over Spain me a shot. But over Germany me hot. Something where you feel know about me. I don't carry negative energy. Me no mix this wine in a hidden passage. All around the world me promote unity. 1976 Bob Marley used me. Me bring out Rodigan and Michael Manley. Peace, concert and one love me see. Cause reggae make you feel irate. Hey, reggae me name, reggae me name. You can find me at the corner shop. You're a pass, you hear me now that reggae me name, reggae me name. Switzerland over Spain me a shot. But over Germany me hot. Reggae me name, reggae me name. You can find me at the corner shop. You're a pass, you hear me now that reggae me name, reggae me name. Switzerland over Spain me a shot. But over Germany me hot. So me we make you dance and rock. Me give birth to dance all
R.C. Righteous Child.
I was scared when
We
them a
interviewed
wear
him at
felt hat.
Penthouse Studios. He had a lot to say about new music and the future of reggae.
I was born in Jamaican tropics. Now me conquer the world with topics, melodies, metaphors and rhymes. Hard section with a sweet
Melodies, metaphors, and rhymes. Hey, reggae me name. Oh, it was, and I'm still, as you can imagine, I'm still reeling from it. There's nothing like going to Jamaica to recharge your musical batteries. And of course, there is a wealth of new talent on the island. And tonight, we are homing in on some of that talent. Addis Pablo and Jammies. We just heard Jar Books before that song from RC Reggae Me Name, a new cut on that old Steely and Clevey rhythm. Clam, clam, clam. And, well, for me, what you're about to hear was one of the most moving experiences. The Alpha Boys School. This is BBC Radio 1 Extra, our Kingston, Jamaica special. And we're in a very special place. In the 1960s, when I first became addicted to the music of this island, I heard about a place called the Alpha Boys School. It seemed that anyone of any significance within the history of the music had passed through Alpha. And when I looked at the names of some of the old boys, members of the Scatterlights, such as Don Drummond and Tommy McCook, I realized that this obviously was a very significant place. It was actually formed in 1890, formed by the Sisters of Mercy, a residential childcare institution owned and operated by the Sisters of Mercy, committed to working with the poor, the sick, and the uneducated. The work has been phenomenal. The school is still in existence. And it's not just a place where boys learn to play music. It is a residence for young boys, and of course, it has the full school curriculum. And I'm standing here in this famous establishment with an old boy.
My name is Damon Riley. I'm a saxophonist, and I'm a past student at Alpha Boys School. I came here in 1998 and I departed 2001. Being at Alpha in itself is not just about music, it's like so much. Discipline is enforced. It's like a backbone in my life.
A typical day for the boys of Alpha, Damon, please tell us.
You'll get up,
What time do you get up? Did you
5:30.
5:30. 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's discipline right there, and that's every day. And then you would do your chores. You would go to the farm.
Where you grow your own.
It is mandatory for us to go to the farm every day. And then, of course, rehearsal if you're in the band, or if you're at school, or to the trade. You have different trades and all that stuff here.
How do you qualify to get into the Alpha Boys School band?
You have to be very disciplined, because music is ought to be. Being a musician, talking about time signature, key signature, all of that stuff. So discipline is very, very, very important.
And the head of music is?
Winston Sparrow Martin. Come on.
Bit of a legend, right?
I met so many folks, so many people. Toured with Jimmy Cliff, performed with Damian Marley, Nomads. That Alpha gave me
the vehicle of
music.
Right.
My name is Joshua Chamberlain. I help Alpha Boys School with special projects. I originally came as a fan of the school, met the sisters, and couldn't stay away.
Tell us a little bit more about the situation in terms of Alpha now and Alpha for the future.
We're trying to keep the legacy that Sister Ignatius and the Sisters of Mercy have put in place in terms of music, as Damon says, as a vehicle for upliftment and opportunity. At the same time expanding. So we have a 9,000 square foot building on campus, the old junior home, which is now being renovated into a studio and a rehearsal space, and the radio station will go there. Right now we're standing in the courtyard, surrounded by school buildings, which are painted yellow. From here, you can see the farm, which is where the palm tree is next to the ackee tree, straight ahead of us. On the other side of that, you have corn and scallion and breadfruit trees and 1,000 banana trees. They're also growing Scotch bonnet and pineapple and cabbage, all of which will be eaten by Alpha Boys on the table in the hall where we're going to go shortly.
Today, the Alpha Boys Band School rehearsal is taking place outside under the shade of a tree. We're approaching the band, and we're looking forward to meeting the band master, Sparrow Martin. Mr. Martin, thank you so much for allowing us into this establishment. How did you become involved in Alpha, and what does Alpha Boys mean to you?
Well, what really happened is that I started here as a boy. I came here because I was a boy at risk. After that, I left and I started playing with different groups, playing with different band, Carlos Malcolm and the Afro-Jamaicans. I played with Sonny Bradshaw, and while doing some recording with the engineer from Jimmy Cliff, I got a phone call from Sister Ignatius, and she asked me to come because there's no bandmaster here. And I'm still here after, it's now 28 years. When you look at these boys, the trumpeters, you have Dizzy Johnny Moore, you have Dizzy Reese, then you have on saxophone, you have Joe Harriet over here, and you have the Dan Drummond, so we try to make that a tradition to teach them about these guys that is all over the world, so we keep the tradition going on, this kind of tradition.
That's them freestyling, the Alpha Boys School Band. After the formal band training and rehearsal outside, under the trees, they came into the rehearsal room and did a live jam with some jive talking and singing too. Dun, 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 dun. That could be the next Ninja Man or Josie Wells. You never know. Very special, the Alpha Boys School, as part of our Jamaica package. And if you go to the One Extra website, we've got a hub there, and you can home in on any number of features that we recorded. Ninja Man freestyling, Colonel Josie Wells voicing a dub at Tell Studio, stuff that Robert did, stuff that Toddler did, individually off campus, so to speak, off site at Tough Gong. Tough Gong was our base every day, but we went to different studios, Toddler at Stephen McGregor's studio, and so on and so forth. So visit the One Extra website, and that's where you'll be able to listen and view as well lots of the stuff that we did. And another special session was Ibamar and a piano. One of two sessions featuring a piano. The other was from the, as I say, we mentioned earlier, Dre Island. So Ibamar in session for BBC One Extra after this.
One Extra breakfast.
Hey, I'm Twin B.
Hi, I'm Yasmin Evans.
Catch us every weekday morning from 6 on One Extra Breakfast. The superstar is now in the building.
Oh, you guys talking about me?
I'm talking about Jonah Hill, everyone. Which of these watches costs more?
His.
Correct.
Hey!
Yeah. What do I win?
You win
Not the watch, I mean. Or the shoe, because I need it. A
this
pen?
spectacular
All right.
black ballpoint pen.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool, great.
Well done.
One Extra breakfast. Weekday morning, 6 till 10. David Rodigan.
On One Extra, I mean.
David Rodigan.
Yeah, yes. All right, yes, Mama Africa, I guess straight forward to rent, yes. Alright, well, I guess so great is him. I know I great is the king of all kings. Alright, well, so great is him. I know I great is the king of all kings. So I tell you now, give for rough life, for black for white, and red, green, and go out. If the oppressed and go out, while Marcus I prophecy is unfold out. Alright, wait, never you wicked, for the time is now. Can't wait till judgment come. Tomorrow never forward. Tomorrow never forward. No. It's my father's house, there are many men, and if it wasn't so, then I wouldn't say so. No. It's a 4 years, king of all kings we are, who lives in reign. Alright, we are, great is him. I know, Greatest the king ever. Great is him. I know about our. I greatest the king ever. All kings we hear. Our rights are on. Yes. As I rise, give thanks to the sun. And if it's raining, I say, Jah, well done. Oh, failing such sweet aroma, approaching my veranda. Life is so great to me, no hour. Still I not feel worry nor fret. Yes, I and I no need no bulletproof verse. The most I is our strength and fortress. Give thanks nevertheless, no I will. In my father's house there many mansions. And if it wasn't so, Rastafari would say so. I guess I Selassie, you should know. Sephora, yes, the king of all kings, who lives and reigns. No, he lives and reigns. So great is him. I know about our. I great is the king of all kings, we are. Alright, we are, yes. So great is him. I know about our. Great is the king of all kings, yes. Ah, yes, 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 ah, yes, and this is real. Oh, I will. Oh, I will, yes, this is real. Oh, yes, I know. Give thanks and praise. Oh, I will. So great is him. I know how. I great is the king of all kings. Yeah, so alright. Great is him, I know how. Great is the king of all kings, so great.
It's all about the future, it's all about new music. It's BBC Radio 1 Extra. Without new music, we are nothing. And we've just witnessed a very special moment here inside Tough Gong. Iba Ma in the new wave of roots rock reggae music coming from the island of Jamaica. And this was inspirational, to say the least, what you just did. Where do you get this spirit from? Where has this come from? Where this feeling to sing and to write?
I think it really come from, like, way back, like as a youth. My grandfather have a sound system, and most of the songs we used to play upon theme sound system, them find them way inside of the house. So, like, we used to have a stereogram, so like every Sunday I used to dance to these songs of the 70s and the 60s, as if it was songs of my era. So, we grew up on them kind of songs, them roots songs, like them, Addis Pablo and the Burning Spear and the Bob Marley, same way. So I think that embedded in I, as an artist. But we really established our talent through writing songs. And the intention was to write all these songs and find, specific artists to perform these songs. And one day we just sing and we're bridging them, say, you can't write them songs and get artists. You really need to start, sing, because you sound good, when you put the melodies together. From there, so, we get a name and we start the road.
And the name, Iba Ma?
Well, it's an African name. My brethren them look at me and say, you can't name Skiba, because Skiba was an alias at the time. It not fit into the kind of message when I send. So them say, you name Iba. And me take the time out, to find out what Iba means, humble and calm. But MAHR is an acronym, and it means Maria of Harar. Maria is my first name. Harar is a province in Ethiopia.
I think it's fair to say that roots and culture music has had a hard time in terms of not getting enough media attention in Jamaica. Was it hard for you to get that recognition and to rise up?
It tough in the beginning, but I guess after being consistent, making the music, as perfect, in your own works, as possible, with good producers, good managers, around. People tend to overstand that it's not a joke thing because they keep coming better and better. What happened to reggae music is that, more than one artist tend to rise at the same time. So reggae tend to come on the forefront because of all of the artists there. More than one artist that come with a positive vibe, that are reggae vibes there. So it's a hard thing in the beginning, but then you have more youths who come forward and help strengthen the thing.
And blaze the trail. Ibama on BBC Radio 1 Extra. Thank you for what you did today, and we look forward, of course, to more great new music from you in the future.
Man, one love Rodigan, give thanks for life and all existence. One love to Jeremy and one love to Roland, Barn Rolling family, same way. Notice production. See ya.
Alright, give thanks to Cyberman from a father back to a rod. Alright, one love in a David Rodigan, rubber around stay so. I live in a tough gang. Yes, fireman a bun strong. This one is real. Oh, well, I go sing your own intelligence. I be giving so disobedient. Well, evidently gigi, I can't represent we no well, so I say I let Jolly get away, cause every day I pray, I send a lead and no lost them way, cause enough of them gone. I say I let Jolly get away, cause every day I pray, I send a lead and no lost them way. I long time I talk is like them never listen. I tell them stop shipping the shine and glisten. Well, every day another gets a youth get me survive the go on. I see the now, I burn Benedict without delay call. His Majesty in my head creator. I have flames from round dirty paper. I see the now you want to kill your own, I rather fit it all away. I say I let Charlie get away, cause every day I pray, I send a lead and no lost them way. You know she said them gone. I say I let Charlie get away, cause every day I pray, I want love David Rodigan and your soul. I from 1962 them trick way. I come close and make me give you the history. Emancipate on the slavery mentality. What's I and I no need a UK colony. I give thanks them and celebrate them 50. While black people under strain and poverty. And I say against the first system is a curse way. Sing it if you're with me, yes I tell you well. I say I let Jolly get away, cause every day I pray, I send a lead and no lost them way, cause enough of them gone. I say I let Jolly get away, cause every day I pray, I send a lead and no lost them way. Open your eyes, I realize in time, cause everything flows with the way. Oh, it's an honor, will never lose my mind, cause Jah is always within all the time. I volunteers what them chase. I lie into the people face, which is not right. Well, be careful of the cycle of life. Rodigan gonna say I say I let Jolly get away, cause every day I pray, I send her. Alright, say yes, I rope around, so tell them say I say I let Jolly. Alright, this one is special, and this one is new. Well, some just realize the struggle and the pressure we have faced. Some working hard, but still can't find food for the plate. But no amazing grace could never heal them heart. I could is never in them thoughts now. The leaders only full of big talk. I guess them now walk the walkway. I Babylon debating, still can't solve the problem we facing. And it's a day day-to-day thing. Hiking the price, say, yeah, and I Babylon debating. Still can't solve the problem we facing. And it's a day-to-day thing. Hiking the price, say, yeah, and I daddy in my work from 9 to 5 and pan the double in my struggle. While mommy have to wash them clothes for earn a lick or something. I guess it was designed to keep the youth them not the rubble. It's very clear them no want to see the youth them come to nothing now. Nobody talk about taxi man. Me say no road, now they have to drive taxi man. And every day them still I give we more taxes on. There is no room for elevation. I Babylon debating. Still can't solve the problem we facing. And it's a day-to-day thing. I can the price say yeah, and I Babylon debating. Still can't solve no problem where we face it. And it's a day-to-day thing. Well, some just I realize the struggle and the pressure we have faced. I some working hard, but I can't find no food for putting on them plate. No, I'm on no amazing ways. Could I never eat them all, cause good is never in a them tired. But the leader sounded full of big talk. I only said them now what the walk rope around some mistakes in the world. I give thanks and praise all the years for hour. This is I'm a man from a far way. I tough gang life where elbow hour. I Kingston, I my God. I yes a fireman a spike ya. I real and firm, oh I'm where elbow. Yes.
Unplugged acoustic styling from Tough Gong Studios, Kingston, Jamaica, as part of our BBC Radio 1 Extra Jamaica 5-hour epic that we broadcast a couple of weeks ago. A few hands clapping in the background there. We were spellbound by that set. That was Iba Ma, a piano and guitar set. And you can hear that again, of course. Just go to our hub. Go to the hub, kid. Go to BBC One Extra. You'll see all the features and you can home in on them and listen to them at your leisure. Coming up, Addis Pablo, the son of the legendary Augustus Pablo, and the sons of Jah, talking to him and Ras Jami. You'll hear that in just a moment. But here's a new song from another singer who's at the vanguard of this new roots movement. Slightly controversial because there's this term reggae revival, which we've been using here on BBC One Extra. But down in Jamaica, there are certain artists who are not accepting that at all. It is a term that's been given by some artists, but not by others. Why? Very simple. For something to be revived, it has to be dead. Roots rock reggae music is not dead, so therefore it does not require any revival. It is there, it will always be there. It is the root of the tree of reggae. And that root will never be ripped up. And of course, that's absolutely true. So there is this new wave of roots music, put it like that. And at the vanguard of it are people like Iba Ma, Addis Pablo, and Exco Levi. Here he is.
As the drum rolls in the distance, they're gonna take a stand with a response. We need people with vision to represent us, because the leaders will select the presenters, yeah. Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot, yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of me red off you wear prison suit? Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot, yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of me sister fit on prostitute? Politician, what you plan for the future? What you gonna do to inspire them a youth, yeah? Too much fall victim of the street. We're gonna be rebellious if we want food to eat. We no mention when the bills become law. When the election win, we and still the power with ya. And you set the warriors ready for your rise. Give wicked man them a surprise. Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot, yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of me bird off you wear prison suit?
ready to revolute. Pass your car keys out and a Gideon boot. Yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of my sister fit on prostitute? Your jacket and your suit is the witness and your judge. All the things that you promise and still never budge. You promise us jobs and proper schooling. With a mouth full of light, tell me who you think you're fooling. Oh, you sleep when your conscience not free. Another youth can't find school fee. You said be a nuisance to society. Yeah. Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot. Yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of me bird off you wear prison suit? Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot. Yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of me sister fit on prostitute? Yeah. Keep the fire burning. Okay. Politician, what's your plan for the future? What you gonna do to inspire them a youth, yeah? Too much fall victim of the street. Gonna be rebellious if you want food to eat. We no mention when the bills become law. When the election win, we and still left on with ya. A new set of warriors ready for your rise. Give wicked man them a surprise. Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot. Wanting to know the truth. Why so much of me bird off you wear prison suit? Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot. Yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of my sister put on prostitute? Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot. Yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of me bird off you wear prison suit? Ready to revolute. Pass your khaki suit and a Gideon boot. Yeah, wanting to know the truth. Why so much of my sister fit on prostitute? Ready to revolute.
Ready to revolute. Hot and fresh from ex-Go Levi. There's another artist who recorded at Penthouse Studios, and again, that will feature in weeks to come. That's his new tune, Ready to Revolute. Coming up between now and 9, cutting dubs at Tell Studios, Dre Island interview and special piano performance, and also in session at Tough Gone Studios, Chronix and Taurus Riley.
Roddy! Run the track!
BBC One Extra, our special from Kingston, Jamaica. The future, but what about the past? It is from the past that we learn so much about this great music, stretching back 50 years. And one of the icons of that particular period known as rockers was Augustus Pablo. Anyone who's listened to my show over the years will know that I'm a die-hard fan of that great man and all that he achieved and created in what was referred to as the Far East Sound. I'm in the presence of his son, Addis Pablo, and also a man who's been responsible for working alongside you and creating some really exciting new rhythms, Ras Jammy. We've been championing the rhythms on One Extra. First of all, Addis, you're running with the baton. Right. You've picked it up and you're running with it, but I've always felt that one of the hardest things for a son or a daughter to do of a famous person is to continue and make their own mark. Has it been difficult for you?
No, I wouldn't say it has been difficult. I mean, I think it's just about being creative and just being natural. And really, my dad, in the time he was alive, he never really asked me to do this, or it wasn't like he forced it on me. So it was kind of just an organic decision. And I think he's happy, so it's like his happiness, helps make it easier for me.
What you have created, you and Ras Jammy, is a new movement for roots rock and dub music. Right. And that, for me, is very, very exciting. Why did you choose to do this?
Well, King, as I said earlier, it's a genuine love for the music in a sense. First of all, that's the first thing. I love my dad's music. I love all the, dub, scratch pair, tubbies, all that. So it's like, to not really have that element being produced as much, no. I mean, you can always listen back to what was created, but you don't have as much fresh works like that. So that's a great part of the motivation, just hearing those sounds back in the system, on the radio, online, wherever you hear music.
Well, one of the rhythms that we really went for on One Extra was Addis Pablo and the Sons of Dub presents Selassie Soldiers in dub, and there were 3 particular mixes that we just played almost on rotation, which blew up. And you're smiling, this is radio, not television. Ras Jammy, how did it feel?
It was an honor just to have the music being played by yourself and supported by the team at One Extra, Like I say, making the music and being part of the music is organic, so It's sometimes you're on the bed, just have the headphones in our head mixing. Sometimes you're on a train, sometimes you're anywhere. So it's just a natural part of us. So taking it from that level, from probably on a bus or a train or in a bedroom to One Extra is a real honor, you know.
And you've teamed up on that particular production with a production house in San Francisco.
Yes, Royal Order Music, you know, the good brethren King Ivier, and they have much more coming. It's a good first release from them, you know. And we have a few projects with them coming, and we look forward to this, you know.
Well, indeed. It's early days for you yet, but Addis, in terms of new music and a debut album, there's an EP coming?
We have an album actually coming out in February, the 25th, so it's released the 25th of February, online. We're going to have vinyl. I just found out today we're going to be doing LP pressing, so we're going to have vinyl LP for first debut album from myself, and we also have singles online right now from the album, and the album is called In My Father's House.
In My Father's House. Yes. Addis Pablo, Ras Jammy. I notice you're carrying with you a melodica.
Yes.
Would it be your father's by any chance?
No, well, I do have one that belonged to him, but I don't really travel with that as much because he blew it all out. Like, it's a few notes that just, them gone, he blew it out of creation. So I had that one for memorabilia, but this is the one I use, and it's actually the same model as the first one I used, which was the Harner Piano 26, and that was one that played Cassava Piece, Java, East of the River Nile, Warwick Hill.
Would you allow us the privilege of hearing you blow a few notes?
Of course, definitely.
So here we are in Tough Gong Studios in the backyard outside. You'll hear the ambulance and particularly some of the heavy trucks rolling down Marcus Garvey Drive. But over the top of that, you're about to hear the wonderful cadence of a Hohner Melodica Piano 26 played by Addis Pablo, the son of the great Augustus Pablo.
Truck.
Addis Pablo and the Sons of Dub. That's the track we featured over the past year here, Sunday nights, with David Rodigan, the best and real authentic roots rock reggae music from 7 till 9. Every Thursday night, of course, dancehall styling with Robbo Ranks, and we salute him for his endurance with Janine up in the heartland of Rebel Salute up in St. Anne's. Toddler T running around studios of Kingston. So much footage, visual and audio on our website, BBC One Extra. And we're about to go to one of the sessions. And these sessions were very special. We've had so many hits on the Sham and Damian Marley clip alone, never mind Taurus Riley and the man you're about to hear with his band. He's only 20 years of age. He is another artist who's at the vanguard of this new roots rock reggae movement down in Jamaica. His name is Chronix. Go to the One Extra YouTube channel and watch him perform Here Comes Trouble. Here comes trouble, here comes the danger. Here comes Chronix now from our BBC One Extra session at Tough Gong Studios, Kingston, Jamaica.
Rastafari never leave I and I alone. So even when the road get rocky, me say me never give up. I said there ain't no giving in. And when the going gets tough, I said it tough gets going. Me never give up, no, ain't no giving in. Rastafari guide I from the beginning. Oh well, yeah. A lot of youths in life say them can't take the pressure now. Oh boy, but from your just in a the most style, life I go get better, I'm sure. You juggle on the roadside, Babylon said we take up your wagon way. Boy, but we still not give up. Solid as a rock like Kalanje, not give up. Ain't no giving in. Oh, and when they go and get stuck, yeah. Not give up. Ain't no giving in, yeah. Rastafari guide that your knife from the beginning, yeah. Teacher not get paid, dirty government need to purge and protect. Police not get paid, so them find it hard to serve and protect. All we get from this government is highlight bills and robust taxes, and them still a pressure the youth to run it hard. Don't give up, no. Ain't no giving in, my friend. And when they go and get stuff, and I said don't you give up, no. Because King Selassie, hey, Lord, I said my people, we've been facing struggles for so long. The people, please I beg you, please could you hold on? System of you down and you feel pressed down like 50 feet, but after the back I get the victory sweet. Still not give up, me just kiss me teeth, not give up. Ain't no, give up, Rastafari now, King Selassie,
in session at Tough Gong Studios for One Extra.
Girl this morning, and she was beauty to my eyes. I asked her where she from, she tell me in the topics. She asked me what's my name, I tell her I am Chronix. I said, girl, tell me what's your name. She tell me that her name is Jamaica. And I said, smile, for you, Jamaica. And dry your eyes, girl, smile. Smile for me, Jamaica, Lord. Hey, she have a rich history, beautiful woman with the sweetest gifts. Beautiful sunrise and an evening kiss. And a nice sunset on the evening season. But she tell me, say she tired. Tired of the exploits and the liars. She give them reggae, give them beaches, give them flowers. And the first that she got us abuse in return. But don't you worry yourself, mama. Chronic is here to your ill, mama. Oh no, I said don't worry yourself, mommy. I one thing me I beg you do. And I said smile, smile for me, Jamaica. And I said smile, girl, smile. Yeah, smile for me, Jamaica. Never you cry, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I said, dry your eyes, girl, smile. Smile for me, oh boy. And sweet, sweet connect up, give them. The one drop beat from a rhythm. Now you give them bubble with a different step it. And you give them both, nobody can run left him, you know see. But see them must see things say you're out of ideas. You give them art and sweet literature. You are gonna make the world see the better picture. Believe me, don't you worry yourself, mama. Chronics is here to your elbow. I said don't worry yourself, mommy. One thing. And I said smile, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Smile for me, Jamaica. And I said smile, girl, smile. Hey, smile for me, Jamaica. Never you cry, no. Never you cry, my dear. No, no, yes. Good God. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Come on, lads, keep going.
Give thanks and praise to life, health and strength.
Give thanks and praise. Wonderful. Wow. I could go on and on and on and on. But you can see it and hear it and feel it. Just go to our BBC One Extra website or go to our BBC One Extra YouTube channel, and on that channel you will actually see and hear Chronix doing Here Comes Trouble, Here Comes the Danger. And what I loved about the sessions as well, apart from the amazingly high not amazing, I mean, I say amazing, I've loved this music all my life, so I know how high the standards are for musicianship in Jamaica in terms of traditional playing and scholarship. But the attention to detail in the sessions and the clarification, that the separation on the mix, you know, these were live mixes. They weren't overdubbed. There's no overdubs going on here. What you hear is what happened in that moment in time. Zap. Chronix, wicked. Coming up later on, how to cut a dub plate. What happened when we went to Tell Studio, and also in session, amazing set from Taurus Riley coming up.
This one, especially for the African nation.
This is Luciano, who we also interviewed.
Luciano, the
underneath the almond tree at Tough Gong. Hear it in weeks to come.
Them coming from afar.
This is a new album.
To the motherland.
Produced by Mr. Signor.
And many of them, though we don't know who they are.
Yes, Rasta.
They all have a plan. First they came with slavery, and now they're coming with the industry. But I know that they have a plan to vandalize our motherland. can depend on our own resource. The Africans hold your post. Don't make them trick you with them labor force and work us hard from coast to coast. We can depend on our own resource. Africans need Africa the most. Oh, well. Oh, Africa.
Luciano. It's always a joy to see Luciano. He's always immaculately dressed. I must get the name of his tailor. Everything he wears is customized, and there's always Rasta emblems. And when you speak to him, it's, a 10-minute conversation with Luciano, you come away with your spirits lifted. He really is an inspirational singer and songwriter. And there's a track from his new album, which we've been championing, the Kabaka Man, Luciano. We also did an interview with him, which you'll hear in weeks to come. There's so much stuff that we brought back from Jamaica. We can't do it all at once. We can't all play it all at once. But we are doing our best to get through as much of it as possible. And here's a young man who we really, again, have championed on One Extra, Dre Island.
BBC Radio 1 Extra from Kingston, Jamaica. Dre Island, yeah.
Rastafari.
Welcome to One Extra. It's great to be in the land of wood and water with you and all your DJ friends and artists in Western Kingston. It's just been an amazing buzz for us down here. You've been working closely with Jam too. How did that formation coming out? How did you link up with him, Dre Island?
Me and Jam 2 linked up in 2008. I was introduced to Jam 2 by his brother Trevor James, that's Baby G.
2008?
2008. Me and Jam 2 was in the studio, and Jam 2 said, Dre, you should sing, you shouldn't just write and produce, Jah put you on the earth for a bigger purpose than just being in the studio, And I say, come let me work on an album, just to say, because we are musicians, we're in the studio now making music.
So you were primarily and originally a musician as opposed to a recording artist?
Yes, I played the classical piano, studied classical piano for 8 years. I've been playing the piano from I was 3 years old.
You done your grades?
Yes, I.
What grade did you get to?
Straight up to grade 8.
You're a grade 8 student?
Yes, I. Trinity College.
Don't say anything. Let's walk over to the grand piano at Tough Gong Studios, the inner sanctum of recording in Jamaica, the legacy of the great Bob Marley, with a Trinity College student of grade 8. His name is Dre Island. Would you mind if we just listen to you play?
No problem.
Wow, this is special.
Supreme being overall, King Selassie, I praise always. I say uptown, downtown, round in them streets, whoa. Yeah. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets, yeah. No loose move, dance, walk Rasta, man, no take yard. Straight up talk, the whole parliament a fraud. But we stick up in them a corruption at large. Kill off, get a youth through political brawl. Then shout pon the media, want it and gone. Say that a the way of to keep the place calm. Now pray the truth, why jungle bus gone. Bust off your head before cops get deployed. What a dreadful thing in a Kingston town. Police and bad boys in a big showdown. Gunshot a ring out, pon rounds and rounds. After that shot block off, only Rodigan out. In a big long trench coat, a bleach pump out. So what? No wrong turn off, best you know you're out. Them youths and a lost skin, no teeth, no joke. Visually you get blind off a thick gun smoke. I say uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Be a shot of fire, the youth's life no sweet. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Be a shot of fire, the youth's life no sweet. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Whoa. Yeah. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Yeah. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Be a shot of fire, the youth's life no sweet. Uptown, downtown. down, round in them streets. Be a shot of fire, the youth's life no street. I say uptown, downtown, round in them streets. David Rodigan playing the music unique. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Yeah. Teach every youth to be wise. All men are free. Now get caught up in all them animosity. Them not show love, then what them think we gonna pray. Praise to the brave, weak shall fall at my feet. Militancy heights up the red, gold and green. Won't be fooled by the lies that politicians speak. Most promises only last for a week. After that the whole family are grief. Now watch this, them lockdown factories, runway investors, force get the youths to pick up the Winchesters. Tribal warfare, man can't pay bus fare. Parliament boy, them need to get out here, hey. It's like a curse step on judge your earth. Minimum wage gone down and tax step on high alert. That's why them can't stop the looting and the shooting. Rastafari now, I say uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Be a shot of fire, the youth's life no sweet. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Be a shot of fire, the youth's life no sweet. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. BBC One Extra play music unique. Uptown, downtown, round in them streets. Dre Island come to speak. That every youth shall rise in this time. Babylon can't hold us down, no, not this time. Rastafari don't pay the price. I the Selassie, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In 36 years of broadcasting, I have to tell you that this will rank as one of the most special moments I've ever experienced.
Give thanks, give thanks.
That was just absolutely amazing.
Rastafari.
I can't believe what I just heard. I had no idea you were a pianist. I had no idea you'd been classically trained.
Yes, I.
I'd heard a couple of your songs, that being the most recent, Uptown, Downtown.
Uptown, Downtown.
On the militancy rhythm. But
yes, I.
To hear it like that.
Rastafari, no, you know, it's something that I'm gonna bring to the stage soon, you know. It's gonna be in the package, you know. I've been rehearsing, you know, quietly behind the scene. There's a lot of things that J Island been doing that hasn't been exposed as yet. Soon everyone will see it, and definitely England will see it.
The name Dre Island, how did that come about?
Dre came off my birth name because my name originally is Andre Anthony Johnson. So, you know.
Andre, okay.
Yeah, so my nickname was Dre from when I was a child. One of my friends just came to me out of the blues and said, you know, I just wake up the whole morning and keep on. I said, Dre Island, Dre Island. Me I go link Dre Island. So I said, why you call me Dre Island? And he must say, I don't know why. It just, and then, you know, I say, me I go research this. I think I need to look up this and find out. I think there's a different meaning beyond island being a small landmass surrounded by water, right? I was like, no, there's something else to this. And, you know, when I read on and research, I realized that island is a place that you had to find. You know, I put my meaning to it. That lonely place that you go to find yourself. You know, that's where my expression and all of these songs came from. You know, that was when I was in my little corner, you know, sometime around my piano by myself. I was saying spiritually, Dre Island. You know, so that's how the name came on, you know, and from there on everyone loved the name, you know, and carry on with the name and start to write name Dre Island, you know.
Your vision for the future, Dre Island?
My vision for the future is to continue to give, you know, everyone out there that spiritual lesson, that spiritual upliftment that the mind need, that the heart need, you know, that everyone is yearning for. And Dre Island vision too is to take his music on a wide scale, you know, worldwide. It's a road I know years and time is gonna take its toll, but I'll be here holding on and fighting the fight, you know. And there's a lot more you can see coming from Dre Island, because we'll be on the Dread and Turbo tour. That's coming up in this March to April with Chronics, Kelisa, Dre Island, and we'll be back by the Zinc Fence Band.
Wonderful.
Rastafari.
Dre Island on One Extra. Thank you very much.
Rastafari. Give thanks every time.
BBC Radio 1 Extra. Dre Island, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 Lord. Dre Island.
What a session with Dre Island. Rastafari Away, his big hit from last year. Coming up, dub cutting at Tell Studio, Kingston, Jamaica. This is BBC One Extra. Turn up.
Because of things and times will remain the same, but people will catch up in a many ways. Hey, don't get caught in a things and do, because them cannot see me make you fornicate. Hey, life is full up enough gravy things, but just don't be a licky boy, me say. Hey, show me full up enough militancy. Pagans want to envy me, but we are tell them this. Hey, Rastafari way. Highway, on and on to glory. Hey, my journey's just begun, and now I'm off on my way. Hey, now everywhere around me I see happiness. Round to find that due place, I made my mind rest. My life was a mess, that made of love one vex. But to the heights of my intellect, I visualize things they couldn't find on internet. To see the thing connect, but all the bingy step. Open my eyes to life, now everything's alright. Now me I live life to the fullest, I may not be think twice. Now me grow from crime investors, now we turn lectures. Every ghetto youth step on the board of directors. Own up apartment, cruise on private jet. Make mama take the airways like the president. But Rasta wear the crown, so they can hold me down. King Selassie I sits upon the highest throne. So let me tell you now, eh, eh, Rastafari way. I'm striding King's highway, now on and on to glory now. Hey, my journey is just begun, and now I'm off on my way. Hey, Rastafari way. I said we treading on to, we treading King's highway, now on and on to glory now. Hey, my journey's just begun. Dre Island, hey, we come fi burn out corruption globally, cross all continents and locally. Babylon trap the youths them socially.
A powerful lyricist,
Keep up, no folly.
a grade 8 pianist,
Pagans vocally, and kill the sufferation totally. From the highest of the peaks to the
a rapper, a singer.
Emperor Haile.
His name, Dre Island. He'll be touring Europe with Chronics this summer.
But dirty Babylon, them have to see the youth are buried. Through them have all the power.
Dub plate cutting. What is a dub plate? What do you do with a dub plate? Well, ask a drum and bass DJ 20 years ago what he did with a dub plate, and he'd tell you it was something he played. He cut it at Music House or any of the famous dub plate cutting studios in the UK. But dub plate cutting as a style and fashion and part of the music business started in Kingston, Jamaica in the late 50s, when a dub plate was cut as a reference disc for sound systems to play that night as a result of something that they'd actually recorded in a session during the daytime. And the whole culture of dub plate cutting has gone to an altogether different level from when it started in the late 50s. It is now very much about sound system culture and songs being recorded exclusively for particular sound system DJs, and individuals and sound system teams. Will find out more about the whole concept of dub plate cutting with Tell at his studios in Kingston, Jamaica, which will feature Josie Wales and Cobra. Coming up after this.
My finger is on the button.
That was incredible.
Brilliant.
Massive tune.
That song is so emotional. Every time I hear it, I'm like, whoa.
You loving the track but didn't catch the name? Then just push the BBC Playlister button on the iPlayer radio app and remember the music you love as you listen. BBC Playlister. Get playlisting.
Yeah. David Rodigan, do it like no other can. Big gangs did I say that.
Inside Tell's recording studio, and As is always the case in Jamaica, when you walk through the door of any recording studio, anything could happen. Who's on the other side of the glass, ripping up the place? The mad Cobra himself. Cobra, same way. 20 years in the game, you still look like you're 18.
Yeah, just keeping fitting on doing the music as usual, you know, because they said music keep you young.
Normally this is a place where dubs are cut, but Tel was just telling us that obviously it's a voicing studio, but you're not voicing a dub plate. What were you voicing?
In a 45. We the G's in Switzerland.
All right, you're voicing...
This is the Europe, and they said, Cobra, I want you to come out gunning. Give us something dark.
So this is something that you've written last night, or you're head topping it, or
this morning?
This morning.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing about Jamaican recording.
Yeah. It can be spontaneous, right on the spot.
Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Bullet your face, bullet your chest, pull on your knees. Squeeze, tear your knees.
We have that in the other one, you know.
Okay.
I think you should leave this one.
Okay.
Tel, it's a real honour and a privilege to have you on the show because you played such an important part in the history of this dub plate cutting phenomena. How did it begin for you, and when did you decide this was something that you wanted to do?
I remember going to primary school in front of Coxon. They were always playing songs over there, and I went in record shop one day and I saw them playing a dub plate. And, well, the first thing you do when you see a dub plate and you want to smell it.
That distinctive lacquer.
When I smelled that, I got hooked. I would save my lunch money for weeks, and I bought my first dub plate, and I never did cut it. I was probably 7 years old at the time. Anyway, I got into the sound business. Used to work with IBM. In the evenings, I'd go down to King Tubby's, and I was helping him to wire his new studio at the time. I can recall one incident where Tubby's played a half-inch 2-track tape spinning at 30 inches per second. I did not believe music could sound that way. I learned a lot from Tubby's, but I have to make my own way and built my own cutting machine, as you can see there, customized.
This is a cutting machine that you actually built yourself by hand. Everything, I mean...
These are actually magnetic recording surfaces out of IBM 3340 disk drives, if anybody knows what that is. And I stacked them together, 14-inch dub plate on top and bottom. It's balanced from underneath everything. The dub plate... Well, the recent ones are on aluminum discs with a coating of lacquer, which is basically paint. If you know the formula, you can make your one. I have made them.
Indeed, and that's something I was about to ask you about because I was blown away when you first showed me how you were actually going to recycle, so to speak, and recreate dub plates from old dub plates.
Well, that nearly cost me my life, but nonetheless, I'm back.
Why do you think sound boys are so excited by cutting dub plates?
There's something about when an artist is doing an intro and he's calling all the names of these people as if he has known them all his life and they're his best friend. And he's giving his all to them. And that part, I guess, is very disarming and very attractive, and people like that.
BBC One Extra in Kingston, Jamaica, and our very special guest, the legend, the DJ, Colonel Josie Wales, the outlaw. Josie, what a joy, what a privilege. And from your days back in the day when you were on Sturgarth Sound with Principal Charlie Chaplin and you, Roy, that's when we first got to hear about you in the UK, when cassettes were like gold dust. They were treasured. Well, sir, Principal. Come in, Colonel. We're talking about early 80s.
Yes.
And what was really a phenomena that came in from the West Indies. Josie Wales, Charlie Chaplin, you, Roy Sturgarth. And that, of course, preempted this business of voicing dub plates with people's names in it.
Yes.
Josie Wales is about to go into the studio to voice a dub for the BBC.
Yes,
And we got the rhythm lined up, and it'll be a one-take wonder because there's And that's the thing about this business.
I must say this, pardon my intrusion, but I tell you this. Within those days, it was just manual and just analog, wherein they got the plate on the thing, and the guy wind up the thing.
Josie's now pointing to the dub plate lathe where it was cut directly onto the lathe.
Right. So if you make a mistake while you're voicing, the guy has to throw away that one, and you as an artist is responsible for it. So that's where the skill factor comes in. Now this is the Outlaw Jones Wheels BBC Radio 1 Extra Special Sunday 7 till midnight, right? So let's see far I, Lord of mercy. Now many people might think that dreadlocks is not romantic. Dreadlocks, I just love, say Lord. Undercover lover means an undercover lover. Had Daddy Jones in me in the area. Undercover lover means an undercover lover. Had Daddy Jones in me big bouncer. BBC 1 Extra with big bouncer. Outlaw Jones the wheel from Jamaica special. Sunday 7 until midnight. The people them a set them loving and it hard right. And down in England and down in Japan and down in Jamaica them a shake off me and we are undercover lover means a undercover lover. Daddy Josie in the area. I want to give a love to Marcia Dread. I want to give a love to Jennifer. And even when my pocket it full up a green, I'm enough to give it to me idol queen. And I will say BBC Extra and jam up this a dance. A BBC Extra one it a jam up this a dance. Hey, look how me big and look how me hot and BBC 1 Extra they on the spot. Hey. From Sunday 7 until midnight. Come on, jump on up in and then you hold a flight. We know we not go fuss, we know we not go fight. A black arm you white don't we have to unite. A special request to all who in a London. Hey, tell them pick up now and shake off me and Outlaw Jones and Wheel from Jamaica Island. You pick we up and lick we down, we bounce forward. We nice and we sweet and we not cause no bad word. Hey, undercover lover means an undercover lover. So last year Rastafari.
The Colonel himself, Josie Wales, in the voicing studio at Tells, voicing a dub for the BBC. And as he said, back in the day, if the artist messed up, he had to pay for the dub plate. So they didn't mess up. That was one take, including the name checks from the BBC. There were no overdubs. There were no drop-ins. Go for it, Josie. Here's a rhythm. Brum, 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 bum, bum. The Colonel, Josie Wells. Coming up, Sham brought a very special guest to the studios at Tough Gong. We couldn't believe it. It was Damian Marley and his full band, and they did a combo live, a different, altogether different arrangement of Fighter and blew the place apart. The Pentatush Band, they did a semi-acoustic set for us. You're going to hear that, and you're also going to hear extracts from Taurus Riley's session, so stay with us. But let us go now to a brand new single from Inner Circle featuring Gramps Morgan, produced by Don Corleone, who came down to Tough Gong Studios from his brand new recording studio. We did a feature with him, which you'll hear in weeks to come. But this is his new production, Inner Circle, Gramps Morgan, Real Soldiers. Reggae. Go to the BBC One Extra website for our Jamaica special. Home in, watch, listen and share. Hey!
Looking for some real soldiers who not give up, yeah. Looking for some real soldiers to link up. Looking for some real soldiers who not give up. Sometimes I sit and I wonder how I'm gonna talk to my father about the evils of mankind. Got the love on my mind. Just killing all the time and murder every day. What you gonna say when it's Judgment Day? Yeah. Looking for some real soldiers to link up. Looking for some real soldiers who not give up. Yeah. For real soldiers to link up. Looking for some real
Real reggae. Donovan Bennett produced that. Don Corleone Productions, Kingston, Jamaica. Love that, don't you? Inner Circle, the band, and Gramps Morgan from Morgan Heritage, his distinctive vocal styling of that. Real Soldiers. Okay. Try and picture it, if you will. Pictures in the mind. Although, actually, of course, this is the great thing now about the new world in which we live. Go to the BBC One Extra website and you can actually see, hear him in session. Him, singy. They call him singy because the story goes, he will sing all night. He is amazing. And with the Black Soul Band, band leader, the great Canon himself, Dean Fraser on saxophone, they gave us the most splendiferous set in the inner sanctum. Tough Gone Studios, Bob Marley's home where all those big hits are made. Taurus Riley in session for One Extra.
BBC, sing it, Taurus Riley. Love is lovely. Oh yeah. No, I've never been someone shy until I seen your eyes. Still I had to try. Yeah, oh yes. Let me get my words right and then approach you. Woman, me treat you like a man is supposed to. You'll never have to cry. No, I know everyone can relate to when they find a special someone. Oh, she's royal, yeah, so royal, and I want her in my life. Never knew anyone so one of a kind. No, the way she moved to her own beat, she's got the qualities of a queen. She's a queen, ooh yeah, ooh, what a natural beauty. She don't need no makeup to be a cutie. She's a queen, BBC girl's a queen. Oh, and when they ask what a good woman say, she is not afraid and ashamed of who she is. She's royal, yeah, so royal, and I want her in my life. Never knew anyone so one of a kind until the night that I seen her rise. Ooh, my queen, so supreme. Oh yeah, yeah, huh.
Taurus Riley in session at Tough Gong Studios for One Extra.
Love situation. BBC, hey DJ, can you play that song? Boy, set the mood for me to all a different energy, and I'm loving all the music sounds. Oh, it's the woman them a them we are free. Can you hear me? Give me a little shot. Back to baseline roll and catch. Me love how the music a tell. Me and me woman a rock, yeah. Give me a little one shot. Sweet reggae music from Tamarack. I make we open up and rub it up and oh sniper. We love it, we love it. We love the juggling on the 1 foot man and dance too. No problem. Yo, no better make up a face and no be no bugging and a good vibes in the place. Black side juggling. Long time say we no feel like this. We like this. Step in so clean, so fresh. Oh yes, so blessed, yeah. Give me a little one drop. Make the baseline roll and catch. Me love how the music a top. Me and me woman a rock, yeah. Well, give me the music from Tamarack. I make we open up and rub it up drum and the bass line. When I wind up them waistline, I make a one stop for one drop of your love. I'll tell you switch up with. So give me the words and the melody too. I make a one stop for one drop of your love. Oh, give me liquor. Give me liquor.
Go on, Taurus. Live at Tough Gong for one extra. Taurus Riley. Shane Brown on the mix. Mixing live.
See what a man say.
You can see this on the One Extra YouTube channel, by the way.
I'm in love with the music I cut. And it's a black style rock. Give me liquor, give me music from Jamaica. I make me up it up and rub it up and all about non-stop.
Wow.
Love situation. I'm loving all the music sound. Taurus Riley. Cha.
Thank you, Taurus. Staying with the live sessions from Tough Gong. The inner sanctum of reggae. Bob Marley's bass camp. This is the Pentatouche Band. And they're set for one extra.
I'm from the black race. You see my black face, yeah. There is no disgrace, 'cause I am black, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I have to embrace my beauty black face, yeah. There is no disgrace, 'cause I am black, yeah, yeah. Do you appreciate the color on your face, yeah? It seems to me you hate your skin, yeah, yeah. Black man emancipate, yeah. You are no longer slave, yeah. Remember that black men once were kings. I'm from the black race. You see my black face, yes. There is no disgrace, 'cause I am black, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I have to embrace my beauty black face, yes. There is no disgrace, 'cause I am black, yeah, yeah. Oh, I love myself, yeah, yeah. I don't want to be no one else now. Black woman, you are a queen. So why, oh why you got the low self-esteem? I'm from the black race. You see my black face, yes. There is no
black, yeah. Yeah, I'm proud to be black, I'm proud to be black, yes. Proud, I'm proud, I'm proud, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Today is a very special day. Why? Because there's nothing more exciting than new music, new talent, new bands. It's very, very hard to make that break, to get into the recording studio and develop. But there's a young band that we've been championing on BBC Radio 1 Extra called Pentatush, and we are very proud to have them here at Tough Gong this afternoon in the inner sanctum of one of the most famous recording studios in the world, where they've just completed a magnificent semi-acoustic set, which is quite different from the tracks that we've been hearing on the radio. Gentlemen, first of all, thank you. That was really exceptional, and I'm sure our listeners will agree. Take us back to the origins and beginnings of a young band. How did it start, and who started it, and how did you all get together? Let's start with Kevar, the lead vocalist.
Pentatush started back in college in 2007.
Which college was that?
That's Edna Manley College of Visual and Performing Arts.
So you were individual students there.
Yeah.
But how did you see yourself when you'd finished college, personally?
Well, from the get-go, I knew exactly what I wanted. So when I started college, I knew that I wanted to perform, you know, and share the message to the world that I have inside. So I just knew right there and then that I'm going to go on stage and perform.
So how did you meet these other characters? Within the college grounds, so to speak, the spirit was bonded?
Yes, we were all friends before we even started playing music together.
So the pianist, Andrade, let's pick up on that. You were all school friends?
Yes, all school friends. And funny enough, before we even went to college, we went to the same high school. He was a year before me. I used to see him, but never really spoke before. And even playing before I went to college, I used to see Garth also on concerts. So I guess it was destined. You understand?
Brady's the drummer in the band, but you stepped one back from the drum kit today because the bass player wasn't able to join us, because he's actually at school teaching. In terms of being a band and working together, how much time do you get to rehearse, and what else do you do perhaps when you're not being a band? I mean, obviously one of you is a teacher.
As a band, we try to rehearse like maybe 3 times per week. You know, meet up at least once per week to talk about some other stuff apart from music that have to do with the other part of being in the music industry, you know. And apart from music, we vibe together, meet up, link up, play ball, link up with Ryan, our manager, cook some food and thing. Well, a nice vibe.
Garth, you're the guitarist, and that was serious guitar work today. Obviously you've been practicing from when you were very young. That was more than apparent. What does the future hold for Pentatush?
To be honest, I would hope to be in the future doing it on a bigger scale, if I might say, because I mean, you know, we are all artists and we got in it for the love and all of that. But even when the band started, we did it just out of sheer love. Didn't know what like 3 years after would be like, and we are here. And I give thanks for that, so I'm definitely looking for bigger things in the future.
Well, I'm sure they'll come your way, because Blackface, Kingston, Pressure, songs that we've heard this afternoon were very, very moving. In terms of how you write, do you write together or you write as individuals and bring ideas to the table?
Well, I write most of the songs. I am the songwriter in the band, but when we come together as a group, we all create and give input. So I mean, I feed off them energy, them feed off my energy, you know. So it's just a joy, you know, in creating together. So it's all one thing come together, all, you know, intertwine up to make the music, you know.
Well, we thank you for the privilege of recording the session for us today. It was fantastic.
Thank you, blessings. Mama, she a work, she a hustle, she a struggle down at Kingston. Papa, him a work, him a push and car down at Kingston. When gunshot a beat, man dead in the streets down at Kingston. Girls a skylarking, a body rider shot down at Kingston. Kingston City, oh man, it's hard to live, yeah.
money takes your everything, it has nothing to give. Working from 9 to 5, feel nothing in order to stay alive. You have to hustle. So many people die living that Kingston life. Mama, she a work, she a hustle, she a struggle down at Kingston. Papa, him a work, him a push and car down at Kingston. Easy. When gunshot a beat, man dead in the streets down at Kingston. Girls are skylarking a body rider shots down at Kingston. Them pop off a piece of a cassava piece and 5 man get gunned down. The witness it but can't make a feature, him house and go get burned down. The feds them running with the long gun curfew, all is locked down. Shatter them claim them now run, cause them have some bigger shot. Mama, she a work, she a hustle, she a struggle down at Kingston. Papa, him a work, him a push and car down at Kingston. When gunshot a beat, man dead in the streets down at Kingston. Girls are skylarking a body wider shots down at Kingston. Watch them. Down at Kingston City. Down at Kingston City, yeah. 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 I saw Kingston City said now. I saw Kingston City said now, yeah. Easy.
One Extra at Tough Gang Studios, Kingston, Jamaica.
Why, yeah. Do it, Ja. People under pressure. Why, we under pressure. Under pressure. And if you don't get better, I'm gonna set it on fire. Under pressure. Under pressure. Man, if you don't get better, I'm gonna set it on fire. Political nonsense, yeah. Political nonsense, yeah. It's killing the residents' dread. It's killing the residents' dread. Politician conscience, yeah. Politician conscience, yeah. It's killing the residents' dread. It's killing. I say we under pressure. Under pressure. And if you don't get better, I'm gonna set it on fire. We under pressure. Under pressure. And if you don't get better, I'm gonna set it on fire. Corruption corrupt them. Corruption corrupt them. And it's killing the residents' dread. It's killing the residents' dread. I say your monetary system, the dollar no make sense. I say your monetary system, yeah. It's killing the residents, oh Lord. It's killing. I say we under pressure. Under pressure. And if you don't get better, I'm gonna set it on fire. Under pressure.
Wow.
Under pressure.
Pentatush, the band, in session for BBC One Extra in Kingston, Jamaica, at Tough Gong Studios. You just heard Blackface, Kingston, and Pressure. Songs which we've championed here on One Extra during last year and rolling into 2014, but we were so privileged to get that live set. It was absolutely amazing. Go to bbc.co.uk/One Extra to hear some of the sets, well, all the sets. And of course, there's our YouTube channel as well where you can watch them in session. We close tonight's show, and we thank you for listening. Stay with us, of course. BBC One Extra stories coming up. We're about to go to an amazing set.
And if you don't get better,
Sham and Damian Marley live.
Wow. We made it, but we did things our way. Gotta give thanks and praises each day. We hustle real hard so we control our future.
This was awesome.
Like a beacon on the mountain, shining through like the rising sun. So shall it be for the faithful, the ones who never stop till the work is done. We grind cause the system does not favor the common man, but we shall reap the riches, plentiful like the great substance of sense, of sense, of sense, of sense, of
we know it when we are struggle and a fighter from we bound. I feel up the answer from my hustle in the gown. I can't touch the road, me no come mean till down. So when me say nah, you better send it on. School them mother efforts that we use we like a pawn. It's all about the money, know what that we are demanding. Looking for no trouble, but I hear that I want. So make we turn it on, the lighting at the star.
Like a beacon on the mountain, shining through like the rising sun. So shall it be for the faithful, the ones who never stop till the work is done. We grind cause the system does not favor the common man, but we shall reap the riches, plentiful like the great substance, 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 substance,
I got the spirit of a fighter, never ever quit. I'm a future to be brighter. Higher than the is. Run back the politician, them come none of them love it. Now we report for myself and depend over benefit, yo. Show me the light, I wanna see the light, brother. Show me the light, I wanna see the light, yes. Don't wanna fight, don't really wanna fight. Just show me the light and make it shine bright.
Like a beacon on the mountain, shining through like the rising sun. So shall it be for the faithful, the ones who never stop till the work is done. We grind cause the system does not favor the common man, but we shall reap the riches, plentiful like the great substance, 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 substance,
Yo, we for everything we on it, politics we done it. Yes, I'm on the press who all the time we overcome it. Them do them politics we try to divide, but we shun it. We make who on the route and over place how we are running. So tell them my unity they want now. So man I live in unity we don't care. Jungle is going on, go watch woman at work. I'm a just laying and garden stop fight over her.
like a beacon on the mountain, shining through like the rising sun. So shall it be for the faithful, the ones who never stop till the work is done. We grind cause the system, it never favor the common man. So we shall reap the riches, plentiful like the grace of
story. True get a story. This is my story. Real get a story. Hey. Well, I remember those days when hell was my home, when me and mama bed was a big piece of foam. And me never like bed, my ear never come when mama gonna work, we the street for room. I remember when daddy let me smoke home and make him lick the bread and them kick up their room. I remember when we visit them with pure big stone, the boy that the papa so overcome. Well, I remember when we run after get him knee down, and me best friend me chicken, put me 9 down. I call me on my phone. Me say Mikey, bring up the thing them. Them out a love now. Me squeeze 7 and the one of them a